Hi, I'd like to welcome Jordan and Donovan. Tell us a little bit about what school you're from, and we're excited that you all are here.
Okay, Donovan, take it away.
My name is Donovan Jones. I'm from Arabian Mountain High School. I was born in Houston, Texas, and then we moved here 7 years ago to Georgia. So why I'm here today, well, honestly, my teacher provided it, and I thought it was a great thing to just kind of come out and see what the culinary world is about. Because I've always thought about it because I get my love for cooking from my mother's side because I learned from my grandma and then my mom taught me some more.
Yeah.
And so right now I'm just kind of at a loss. I don't really know what I want to do for a career, and I thought this was a wonderful opportunity to come and rectify that.
Yeah. Uh, my name is Jordan Legend. I come from McNair High School. I was born in Orlando, Florida, but I was raised my entire life here in Atlanta. And I guess I want to say that my passion for cooking really stems from it's like a family thing. My great grandfather used to work at Disney and teach chefs who would
Oh,
go all
wow.
around the world with his teachings. And so it passed on to me, and I just have this love for cooking. Whenever I'm in the kitchen, just like the lights glow. Like my dad's taught me everything he knows from his family, and so now I go around to the rest of my family members just to ask, hey, what's going on? And so, kind of like with Donovan here, I'm at a loss because it's like not only am I great in the kitchen, but I'm also great in like the historical setting. Like I love history, I love politics, and so now I'm like at a crossroads. Like, do I do politics or do I do the hospitality? Like that's really where I'm at.
I feel where you are there because I love agriculture. I've done agriculture since middle school. We had a whole little farm thing, and then we came, and the kids came and taught, and we taught them different things about STEM because we had goats, we had sheep, we had a cow at one point.
Wow.
That was Data Academy. Shout out to them. Um, but yeah, I'm just really, I don't know. I've always thought of being a chef, then agriculture, and then I started watching too much Grey's Anatomy, and then I thought in the medical field. But
Yeah.
I just really wishy washy on my career wise. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, right now you can be. I
Yeah.
mean, you need to hone in, but, like with agriculture, I mean, farm to table. I mean, that's the
Mhm.
big movement right now.
Yeah.
So you can kind of have best of both worlds.
Yes.
Mhm.
And, when you're in hospitality, you have to still deal with politics
Yeah. Gotta do with
because
politics.
you're dealing with hotel motel tax, you're dealing with laws that affect hotels or affect culinary.
Yeah.
So you're still maybe not in politics, but you're having to deal with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you both can really have great opportunities from this and moving forward.
A personal question for you: what made you love cooking?
I guess in some, some ways it's like that. Like you all, my uncle had a restaurant,
Mm.
and my dad, before World War II and after World War II, worked in a restaurant and owned a restaurant. So it kind of got into my blood. I
Yeah.
mean, my dad had a bunch of restaurants before getting married, and of course my uncle, and it just instead of me going through the culinary side, I went into the hotel side, which of course is still dealing with culinary. And I had a little stint as being food and beverage director. I was director of catering, but I honed in on sales, but it all still flows together. So cooking is probably what started my passion for hotels, but then the culinary and hotel world just came from growing up. But like you all were talking about,
Yeah.
my dad cooked, my uncle cooked, my mom cooked, my grandmother cooked. So, you know, it
It's like
all
a big old
stemmed from
family tree.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, one question I had is, what was the most difficult decision you've ever had to make, and how did you make it?
Well, from a career, my most difficult decision was really do I want to go in food and beverage, which would lead me back then to general manager,
Mm.
or did I want to go into sales, which back then did not leave you to GM? Now it does. It
Mm-hmm.
can. And that was a tough decision.
Mm.
Um, but I think back then my property had some issues going on, so I could stay with a hotel that may or may not still be there,
Mm-hmm.
or I could go to a bigger position in a much bigger hotel and stay in the sales world. So often regret I didn't stay in the culinary side to get me to food and beverage to get me to GM,
Yeah.
but things were meant to be.
It was meant to be.
So that was a tough decision, but I don't think I had a lot of options either way to make that decision. So
Okay, I have one more question.
sure.
What is your favorite part of the culinary industry?
Besides eating, I think the creativity of it,
Hmm.
and then the historical aspect of it, because you can get into that. The creativity, the different styles, which again goes to creativity.
Yeah.
And then you're really there. If you're doing it right, you're really transforming a person's experience.
Mm.
And it's not just through the tasting of the food,
No.
but through the service and the friendliness and hospitality. I mean, I guess in the end, it comes down to the hospitality side of the
Mm.
culinary world is my favorite part,
Yeah.
besides eating.
Okay, and so I guess one last question. You were talking about like changing someone's experience, like what, like. So I have this competition I have to do in a couple weeks, and so I'm going to be the one serving the food. It's like, how do I change their life, like, or at least like make a lasting memory with how I present the food, or like how I prepare. Like how do I make a lasting memory?
Well, I think is being extremely friendly, extremely knowledgeable, sharing your knowledge. We were in Savannah a while back, and we had this amazing waitress,
Mm.
and she was so friendly, she was so bubbly, and then she explained the menus so creatively and in detail and with passion. And I remember her to this day because it was a couple months ago.
Mm-hmm.
That just the passion, the education, the friendliness, the communication, the attentiveness, all goes into serving the food.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Because from the very first time you walk up to the last time you walk away
Mm.
is really the experience.
That's experience. Okay, it's interesting.
Thank you.
And good food. But chef really is more about that. But in waiting, all that is part of the experience.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Really helpful.
Appreciate it. Good questions.